The Binghamton Black Bears defeated the Watertown Wolves by the score of 9-5 on Friday night in Binghamton. Brendan Stanko scored on the power play early in the first period to put the Black Bears up 1-0. A little later, Connor Smith and Nikita Ivashkin, both moving north to south towards the Watertown netminder, Ivashkin scored as he shot the puck off the back of Bouchard. After the second goal for the Black Bears, Watertown pulled Bouchard for Rosenwig. The last 5 minutes of the first period belonged to Watertown. Blacksmith scored at the 14:58 mark, and then on the power play, Botero tied the game at 2. But then in the second period, Michael McCurrier was left alone on the left side of Sam Levici, giving the Wolves a 3-2 lead with an easy tap-in goal. 33 seconds later, Connor Smith scores the Black Bears' third goal and the third goal for the Smith, Ivashkin, Stanko line. The Wolves took the lead on a shorthanded goal by Pavlov, the third shorthanded goal the Black Bears have given up in the last 3 games, giving the Wolves a 4-3 lead at the 10:01 mark of the second period. On the power play, the Black Bears tie the game back up at 4 apiece with a beautiful shot from Dustin Jessot, his second power play goal in the last 2 games. The Black Bears in the last 2 minutes of the game saw Austin Thompson circle around behind the goalie, throw the puck over to Tyson Kirkby, who pushed the puck into the back of the net. The Wolves would take a late period penalty, and the Black Bears would make the Wolves pay as Austin Thompson sends the Jesse Anderson long cross pass from the top behind the Wolves netminder, giving the Black Bears a 6-4 lead at the end of 2 periods of play. After the late second period power play elapsed, the Black Bears still controlled the puck, and Nikita Ivashkin scored his second of the game and third of the season to put the Black Bears up 7-4. D-man Dan Weber scored his first professional goal at the 4:29 mark to put the Black Bears up by 4. Connor Smith sinks his second of the game with 8:47 left to go in the third period, pushing the Black Bears goals to 9 on the night. Tomasi scored the Wolves' 5th goal with 1 minute and 5 seconds left to go in the game, but the Black Bears win their 3rd of the season 9-5. Here are my thoughts and insights on tonight's 9-5 win over the Watertown Wolves. The Mark Botero power play goal in the first was the first power play goal the Black Bears have given up in the first 5 games. 3 shorthanded goals given up by the Black Bears this season, all in the last 3 games. The power play is struggling, even though in the last 2 games has seen 5 goals on the man advantage. The Black Bears got goals tonight from 7 different players, 2 for Smith, Stanko, 2 for Ivashkin on the top line, Jessot from the second line, Thompson and Kirkby from the third line, as well as the D-man Dan Weber. Through 5 games this season, the Black Bears have not lost in regulation, and their record stands at 3-0-2 with 11 points. This was the most fight-filled game of the season, as the Black Bears and the Wolves dropped the gloves 3 times in tonight's game. Binghamton netminder Sam Levici didn't look as good as he did in the first game last week, but had to make some very tough saves in tonight's contest. He ended up with 30 saves in 35 shots, but won his second game for the Black Bears. Tomorrow night, both teams will meet again in Watertown, this time to complete the home-and-home series this weekend, and will complete the Black Bears 3 games in 3 nights. I need a drink of water and to catch my breath. This is Bob Howard for the Power Play Post Show. Thanks for listening and have a great night.